Hi, I'm Brian Grant, and you're listening to On Time, the Brian Grant Foundation podcast about living with Parkinson's. If you want to know more about Brian Grant Foundation, go to briangrant.org.
Thank you for listening to this podcast, which is made possible by the generous support of our donors. Please consider supporting our programs to empower people impacted by Parkinson's to lead active and fulfilling lives by making a donation at briangrant.org.
Hello, I'm Larry Gifford, host of On Time, the Brian Grant Foundation podcast, and president of PD Avengers. You can find us at pdavengers.com. Welcome to episode 2 of our 4-part series, exploring life after a Parkinson's diagnosis. Because, yes, there is life after diagnosis. It's often more adventurous, creative, and unexpected than you'd imagine. This episode is called Permission to Fly, because while you can't fly away from Parkinson's, you can still fly, travel, explore, live expansively. Psst, come up close. Let's be real here. Just you and me, nobody else. Navigating airports with Parkinson's is like playing an extreme sport without the cheering fans. From planning to packing, from TSA lines to hotel check-ins, traveling with Parkinson's takes extra time, patience, and a good sense of humor. But it's doable. And more than that, it's worth it.
Greeting passenger Larry Gifford. If you're here, then please receive the 87 for a message.
Oh, that's me. I hope they found my wallet. I had it here just a second ago. Oh. I have Parkinson's, and I need a little extra time to board. Just like I need a little extra time to get through security, navigate terminals, and make peace with whatever surprises pop up. Because with PD, the journey begins way before takeoff. I have little to no advice for dealing with a crying baby other than noise-canceling headphones. But for expert advice on traveling with Parkinson's, I'm calling upon some elite travelers. Kevin Kwok, Bill Buckalew, and Yvonne Jackson, all three with Parkinson's.
So I have 3 million miles of life experience traveling, 1 million after diagnosis. I think that what I've done with all that travel is learn certain things, like you pack a certain way. That's Parky hack.
What is the certain way you pack?
Not overpacking, right? I'll take one blazer, always workout clothes. I would say that's probably the biggest thing in travel. The other thing is frequent flyer miles to upgrade helps a lot. If I don't upgrade, then I'll sit on the aisle. Mm-hmm. And what I've done recently is I started carrying my walking stick with me, which often allows me to board first. And my biggest peeve in life was not finding a place to put my overhead luggage.
Mine too, yeah.
2 quick ones. I've tried. Sounds like we've all traveled around the world a lot. I have my medication in 3 places. I have it on my carry-on. I have it in my main suitcase, and I've got an emergency bullet that's with me all the time. So I always have my meds with me. And then just kind of, like you said, not overpacking, sticking to the routine, and, just giving myself more time than I think I need. My brain always says I was always kind of last minute doer. I have to just forego that and plan ahead, and I buffer everything with like 20 minutes extra time, and then I end up being on time. Otherwise, it can be a problem.
Particularly when Fred and I were traveling overseas, and we always got first class seats or business class or whatever, but I would tell the flight attendant, we're both Parkinson's people, so getting in and out of a seatbelt takes a lot of time. And I said, so if there's ever an emergency, you're going to have to come get us because we will not be able to get out of our seatbelts. That's nice. What I tell them. Nice. My husband hated that I told people that. But I said, but it's true. If we got into a jam, we couldn't get out of our seatbelts. How long does it take? I got in somebody's car the other day, my neighbor's car, and it took me forever. I said, well, you can always tell a Parkinson's patient by how long it takes them to get in their seatbelt and out of their seatbelt.
I saw another hack, Nenad Bach. I was riding in his car, and he has an extender. It's a piece about 8 inches long that clips into the main clip, and you can clip it in with ease and then just tighten it up. So that's another that I learned from someone else. Yeah.
That's nice.
Because that is,
Hey, he could be in your band too.
I think we would be honored to be in his band.
And hey, if you love life hacks, get ready. Next week, we're diving into tools and tricks that people with Parkinson's use to make everyday life easier. Go to speakpipe.com/ontime and leave us a voicemail with your best PD life hack. We might feature it on the show. Allie Signorelli, Jimmy Choi, and Michael Fitz all love to travel personally and are often being flown to destinations near and far to speak out about Parkinson's. Take one look at their social feeds and you know what I'm talking about.
Flexibility. I think just shifting your meds to the if you're changing time to the wherever you are, and just being flexible if that means taking a couple extra doses when you need it.
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body.
I'm going to give you the exact opposite. I stay on the same time zone no matter where I am in the world.
Even in
Asia, even when there's 12 hours.
Wait, you mean you stay on your med schedule the same? You don't.
I stay on my med schedule the exact same as I would back home, right? Now, if I'm asleep and I miss a dose, that's fine. I wake up, I continue on my normal schedule as if it's my normal schedule, right? So how I find is that in the first few days, I'm jet lagged anyways, especially if I'm doing international travel. I'm already jet lagged, so I'm going to be up. So I might as well stay on top of my schedule with my medication. And then as my body adjusts and I fall asleep in certain different times and I wake up and I have to play catch up, that's a natural event that's going to happen.
So you I'm sorry, am I talking too much? You will go like if you would normally take it at 7 and 12, you'll just take it at that hour, but in America.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So no changes to that. And then like the hours that I'm awake, I will continue that schedule, right? Whatever it might be. And then if I fall asleep, then I fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
And then, when I arrive, I stay on the same schedule. Depending on how long I stay, it may have shifted and may have acclimated to the new one.
Yeah.
2 weeks usually will do the trick. Mm-hmm. But then let's say I'm on the new schedule now. When I come home, I'm on that new schedule until I reacclimate.
So you shift back.
So,
I have
what about planes? How do you deal with long plane rides?
I get up and move. I have no shame standing up, stretching, exercising, doing whatever it takes. I have been known to do dips, elbow dips, right off of the
because burpees.
Right off of the what is it? The armrests.
I thought you were going to say the wings.
No. If they would let me open the windows, I would go. But
do you mind if I ride on the top?
But certain an Airbus 320 has a downstairs, and I go downstairs. I can do push-ups, I can do sit-ups, I can do all that stuff and squats. But that's the only one that has it downstairs. The 747 used to have an upstairs, but they don't fly those anymore, passenger at least. But I know the plane that I'm on because I travel so freaking much that I know where to go to get out of people's way, and I just keep moving. Every couple hours I get up and I move.
Cool. And travel much?
I do. I travel a fair amount. One thing that I do, although traveling is very stressful for me, sometimes, and I'm ashamed to say this, I had to play the Parkinson's card. So I missed a couple of flights before, but if you go up there and tell them, oh, I was trying to get ready for my Parkinson's convention. Please don't cancel my ticket, or please don't charge me all this extra money. And it usually works. No, it's worked every single time, actually. I've had to do it maybe like 3 or 4 times. It's shameful, but it works.
It's not save your miles and upgrade. That's what I would say. If you can, like we flew overnight. We saved miles for a couple of years knowing that we were doing that so that we could lie flat when we get some sleep.
The back and forth that Allie and Jimmy had about when and how to take your meds on time every time while traveling across time zones will be an issue addressed several times in this episode. My best advice is to consult with your MDS or pharmacist. There are tons of videos online with travel tips for people with and without Parkinson's. Learn about how to pack efficiently, how to sleep, how to get the best meal, and how to make the most of your economy seats. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but here are my commandments for navigating the travel world with Parkinson's. Create a customized travel kit. Now, this could be anything from a Crown Royal bag to a Ziploc, and inside of it have a couple doses of medication, earbuds, phone charger, hand sanitizer, snacks, gum, a toothbrush maybe. Keep it in your carry-on. Only pull it out when you get to your seat and put it into the seat back pocket. There you have a convenient place with all of your things and a place to put things when you're done with them during the flight so you don't leave anything behind. Choose an aisle seat near the bathroom. Trust me, you'll thank me. Give yourself lots of time. Airports are confusing for the most hardy of travelers. Give yourself more time than you think you'll need to check in, get through security, immigration, if it's an international flight, grab a Starbucks or some water, peruse the magazines. Do not try to race through the airport like you're on Amazing Race. You are likely to leave something in your wake, like a passport, your wallet, tickets, the list goes on. Every so often, be sure you're breathing. Oftentimes, we begin to feel anxiety oncoming because it's too much stimuli and lack of oxygen. Literally, take a deep breath. Check in with yourself. Laugh at something or laugh for no reason. Pause. Keep well hydrated. Make sure you have snacks available and Google some stretches to do while on the plane. Some airports in bigger cities now have quiet rooms, also called a sensory room, meditation space, a Zen garden, a reflection room, or a yoga room. Try those out to relax. Pack light. Might seem like a small detail, but when you're traveling with Parkinson's, it can make a world of difference. Carrying heavy bags can quickly lead to fatigue and increase the risk of falls. Lightweight bags are also simple to handle, especially if you're dealing with tremors or rigidity. Packing light means less hassle during security checks and quicker transitions between terminals. It also lowers the chance of misplacing items or leaving something behind. A lighter load promotes a more comfortable and stress-free travel experience. Carry your medications in your carry-on with extra dosages. Take them on time every time. Move your body often. Get out of your seat every couple of hours if possible. Reach for the sky and try to touch the ceiling of the plane, and then touch your toes. Travel at the pace of your Parkinson's. The more you rush, the more anxious you might get. Avoid overbooking your itinerary. One great museum is better than 5 rushed ones. Play the PD card. I always ask to pre-board. Such a luxury to navigate to my seat, have full access to the overhead storage, get my travel kit out and into the seat pocket without a herd of hyenas pushing their way past me. Request wheelchair or cart assistance, especially if you have a layover in a big city where the terminals can be a mile apart. Save your energy. Don't be a martyr. Tell people what you need. You'd be surprised how often they'll help. If you don't want people to know you have Parkinson's, get a hidden disease sunflower card at any major airport or go to hdsunflower.com to get a customized card and lanyard alerting trained staff you may need extra time or support. For more insights on traveling with Parkinson's, here are Richard and Angela Huckabee and Anna Cohn Donnelly.
Prepare yourself. Start preparing early. Don't wait till the last second to pack. Get everything packed, because when we went to Spain, we traveled with a carry-on and a backpack. That was it. And we was gone for 21 days because we went to the World Parkinson Congress, but we couldn't just go there. We had to tour Spain also. So prepare yourself. Understand that if you have Parkinson's, my doctor recommended for my medication is to change to the new time zone right away. And I found that that has really, really helped me. And also I carry knee bands for walking, and I make sure I get enough sleep because sleep is very important. I was given it. And so if you start early, get enough sleep, remember your medication. Some people like to keep the same time zone, but I found it easier to change to the new time zone, and it really don't affect me. I have no recovery period. It's fantastic.
Now, do you ever let him travel alone?
I don't think I do, but the main thing I think is getting plenty of rest before the trip.
Oh yeah.
And so that's the main thing for you, Ms. You have to be well rested. Yeah.
It's hard to get well rested when you have Parkinson's.
Yeah, that's true too.
Do you sleep well?
I sleep for the most part well because of exercise. If I have to get up in the morning or throughout the night, it's just because I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Same for me. I think taking half the things in my suitcase out and leaving them behind, maybe going to a smaller suitcase.
Oh, okay.
Which is to say, if you're traveling and you have Parkinson's, you can't necessarily manage too much
Yeah.
all at the same time. So I try and make it just one little roll bag. and maybe purse thrown over my shoulder.
That's nice. That's nice. So thank you all. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Margaret Burns-Kohn takes a different approach to traveling.
Traveling is therapy, as far as I'm concerned. I do art. Now, I can't carry 6 foot by 6 foot canvases, so I carry these with me. And a bunch of...
Is that a coloring book or is it a sketch pad?
A coloring book.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be sitting at the airport and I will be coloring, and it does something. I mean, I'm not a neurologist, so I don't know how the brain really functions. But whatever this does to the brain, it takes away those travel anxieties that you may get. It takes up the time and it puts your mind in another place. Make sure you have as little with you as possible. Be strategic with how you pack. Have everything available and easily available. Don't have to go through multitude of papers to find your passport. Have your passport ready for you. So the less stress you put on yourself, the better. I personally don't feel stressed when I travel. The other thing is have your contacts where you're going know, number one, that you've got Parkinson's, and what you would require for them to assist you just in case things happen. And then also make sure you carry your card. If you have a DBS, make sure you carry your card as to what your device is.
Has anybody ever asked you for that card?
No.
Me neither.
No, never. And I've never really used. Once I've used the my disease as a way to get a better seat.
Well, take whatever advantage you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen the Sunflower travel card? So the Sunflower is a hidden disabilities card. You can get them at basically any airport, or you can go to this website, hdsunflower.com.
Uh-huh.
And mine is personalized now on the back with my picture. And it says, I may have difficulty communicating with you. I may be unsteady on my feet or find it difficult to move. Please be patient. I can hear you and understand you. And I wear this, and I wore this twice on cross-country trips. I was looking down to make sure I was at the right gate, and somebody came up and goes, "Sir, are you on this flight?" I'm like, here. I handed her my ticket. She goes, "Follow me." She lifted the stanchions, and she pushed me forward because they get trained on this. All the airports get trained by the Sunflower program, and it was magical.
Oh, I need to get more information and apply for it, but however you get it.
Yeah, it's like $20 to get it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. If it affords you better travel, yeah.
Yeah, anything that you can use to make it more easy for you.
Yes. I do think travel is a number one. It has a lot of things that we need for the quality of our lives. I mean, you're learning another language if you're going to another country. You're seeing different things. I find that the more I limit my contacts and my education, and I'm learning French. It's the most ridiculous. Yeah, I'm learning French. I don't remember what I learned yesterday, but it'll come up. I'm just learning slower than I used to. I'm intrigued with it. I do believe that there are many people that give up with Parkinson's, and I can completely understand that. Pre-DBS, when I would go through my off switch and the dystonia and the dyskinesia, I don't even want to say where my mind went. It went to that very dark place.
Yes.
And I would grind my way out of this dark place. And is life 100% fantastic with DBS? Oh, there's still things that I have to deal with. But I never have to deal with tremors. I mean, it's fabulous. I can draw a straight line without a ruler.
Hey,
I know.
little things in life.
Simple things make a big difference.
How do you handle long flights? Like if you're going to a different country or go over an ocean, like how do you adjust your meds? How do you just prepare for that? What do you do on the plane?
Again, have as little stuff with you, but then also have a pillow. I have a down pillow, which stuffs into almost nothing, and it's light. I carry that with me because I sleep with it here at home, so it's a very familiar item to me. So have a familiar item that works for you at home because it's going to work for you anywhere else you go. Make sure that you are hydrating, because I found that if I hydrate more, that time change, I can last longer with the small amount of medication that I take now. It lasts longer. When I'm not hydrated, it doesn't kick in as well as it should. So hydrate yourself if you're taking medication. And if you're getting, 1 or 2 hours, doesn't matter. But usually when I go back to Africa, it's I'm in the air 22 to 24 hours. So I have to be very, very well prepared. And just eat. I find eating, solves a lot of issues. It takes up time. It's interesting food that you're eating. It starts conversations. And then let the staff know of that airplane what you're going through, and that you probably, for me, I will always say I need to do laps. And I also need to stand and sway and get emotion going. So I'm going to use your galley. Let them know that these are the things that you're going to need. Because, today's flight, they want you in your seat 24/7, and there's no loitering around any place. So you're not loitering, you're just taking care of your symptoms, which if you had to be sitting, for me, if I had to be sitting, would be agonizing.
Once you arrive at your destination, how do you adjust your pills?
I still take, now I take, so just for example, I used to have 9 doses every day. I'm down to 3 doses. Now, since I've had DBS, which is 1 year ago, I haven't done an international flight. So I think I'm going to do the same method as I've always done. I sort of just count the hours from the time I took my pills to the, say, 6-hour interval, 12-hour interval, and figure out what time that is, and then back it up or back it forward, whatever one you have to do. So it's a little mathematical calculation that you have to do.
As you can hear, everyone has their own way of figuring out when to take their pills. I told you, I warned you. Some people even wear 2 watches, one for your home time zone and one for the vacation time zone. Do whatever feels right to you, but check with your doctor, please. And here's a reality check. Travel may not look or feel the same as it used to prior to your PD diagnosis, and that's okay, perfectly fine. It's not about ticking off every item on the list. It's about embracing new experiences and finding joy in unexpected places. Whether it's a cross-country flight, a cruise, a weekend drive, or even a bus tour, there's something powerful about leaving your comfort zone and seeing what's possible. When you're packing for your trip, remember the essentials, but also toss in a bit of flexibility, a dash of curiosity, a pound or 2 of patience, and do not forget your sense of humor. Because let's face it, travel plans can change, flights get delayed, luggage takes detours, and sometimes things just don't go as expected. But here's the thing. You showed up. You made the effort, and that counts for a lot. So embrace the unexpected. Find joy in detours and keep moving forward. After all, the journey is just as important as the destination. Thank you for flying with us, and remember, your body may have Parkinson's, but you still get to chart the course. Visit briangrant.org for more tips, community classes, and ways to live well with Parkinson's. For the Brian Grant Foundation, I'm Larry Gifford. We'll talk again soon.
The Brian Grant Foundation empowers people impacted by Parkinson's to lead active and fulfilling lives. Help support our efforts at briangrant.org. A special thank you to Raphael Sadiq for providing the music for this podcast. This podcast is produced by Brian Griggs. Learn more at griggsproductions.com.